Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the leverage class. I'm Hani Walsh, your operations manager, and I'm going to be today going over how to use some basic features of leverage, kind of like an overview of leverage. We're going to go over how to sign up for classes to train on different features that leverage has. And we're also going to go over mostly on the social boost and get you connected to social media. So leverage is basically where you would go to find all of ERA products. It's like your resource center where you go to get all your marketing material, your training classes, your social media, and your presentations. There's just an abundance of material that you can find in leverage. The first thing that we're going to go over is your login to leverage.
Hey,
so
honey, can I interrupt you? I am so sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to welcome everybody to the class because I'm going to be getting off and leaving you and James and Genevieve in charge here. But one of the things you always want to tell them is that they do have a question and answer box that they can ask any questions. And they also have, you can raise your hand if you want to cut in and say something, please do. Okay. Genevieve and James are going to be here monitoring all that. And also that not only is leverage where you have everything, is you also have all your marketing material. So if you wanted to do a brochure, if you wanted to see anything about your property, this is where you would go if you have listings and you want to do anything of that nature. I'm sure Honey was going to cover the marketing piece, but I wanted to make sure that it was there. So anyway, Patty, welcome. Lillian, Gallo, Yvonne, Genevieve, Frank, Colombia. Thank you all for being here today. Okay. I'll see you guys later. You're all good?
Good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so going into leverage, you're going to see here on the top that this is what the website address for leverage would be, leverage.era.com. So when you go to leverage, you're going to have a sign-in page. Now, where do you find your login and your password? Well, when you first started, if you've been here for a long time, you would have gotten an email from somebody in the company with your login information. Your login information is typically your first name, period, last name at era.com. Depending on what name you have, they sometimes will put a number in your login. So if you do not have your login, we're going to get to that section where I'm going to have you raise your hand and let me know if you do not have your login to leverage so that we can make a note of it and send it to you. You also would have received your password via access@teamera.com. So sometimes these emails can go to your junk mail or to your spam. So always make sure that you look for them there. But again, here in the class where I'm going to pause for a minute and I'm going to have you raise your hand and we're going to take note of who does not have their leverage login and password. Okay, so go ahead and raise your hand. Use the raise hand feature that is on the bottom of your screen. Should be on the bottom of your screen. So far, I see Colombia. So Jenny's going to take note of that. And Colombia, we're going to send you an email with your login. Anybody else? Okay. Okay, so now the next thing would be raise your hand if you don't have your password to get into leverage. We can also do a reset and send that to you. Okay, I think Colombia. So Colombia, we've made a note and we're going to go ahead and send that to you shortly, okay? Okay, perfect. So once you have your login and your password, you're going to be logging into your leverage account and you're going to have this page right here is going to be your main page where you're going to have all your different tabs so that you can go to different areas of leverage. Okay. Again, leverage is your resource center. It has everything that you would need ERA. But we're only going to touch on a few things today. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to touch on today is where to go to learn to sign up for different classes that leverage has. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the marketing. When you click on marketing drop down, you're going to see learning, and then you're going to click on that drop down and you're going to have ERA University. Okay, This is going to take you to ERA University, which has all the different courses and classes that you can possibly take to learn everything leverage. Okay, so you're going to click on Go to ERA University. And this is from your leverage homepage. Okay, so from your leverage homepage, you're going to go to marketing. I'm sorry, you're going to go to learning, and then you're going to click on ERA University. That's going to take you to ERA University. And I'm going to show you really quickly how to get there. I'm going to demonstrate. You can all see my screen, James?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay,
problem.
perfect. So this is, again, this is the home screen, and you're going to click on the drop down, which is learning. Then you're going to click on ERA University. That's going to take you to another page, which has, like a brief description of, what ERA University has, all the different things that you can do there. And then you're going to either click here, go to ERA University, or you're going to click up here, go to ERA University. That's going to take you to the actual page. Now, once you're here, the way that you would go ahead and sign up for classes, the best way would be to go to the calendar. Here's where you're going to see what's available for the month. So for instance, for the month of March, these were all the classes that they had. So you can scroll and look at the different classes. And let's say, for instance, today, the 29th, it might not let me click on it. Oh, yeah, I did. You can click on the class and it'll tell you a brief, when it is, the time. If you click here where it says see more, it'll go ahead and tell you what the class is about. Now, you see this class at 3 o'clock is about the follow-up program, which is a program that we offer also through ERA. So it's a very good program. So I would suggest everybody would go ahead and register for this class. And how you would do that is by clicking register. And there you go. Once you're registered, you'll get this green notification here, and you will get an email from ERA telling you that you're registered for the class, and it'll send you the link as to how to connect to that class. If for whatever reason you want to withdraw from a class, you can always come back here and click withdraw and get out of the class. So this is a very simple way to look at the different classes that ERA offers to go ahead and register for them. So again, very easy. You just click on the class, open it up, see what time it is. You can see more here for the details. If you go to class page, it will also open it up with all the details. And then you can register from here as well. Any questions? Easy enough? Again, here in the learning library, you have just a multitude of different videos and stuff that you can watch on your own time. So to say, if you don't really have, the time available to go to the classes when they're available, the live classes that they have, you can come back here to your learning library and you can look at what's here so that you can do these courses and some of these classes on your own time. And all you would have to pretty much do is just click on it, click learn more. And you just press play and you can go ahead and see it. So that's another very easy way to go ahead and take classes on ERA. There's several things that you can do from the university. There's many different things. One thing that's always stood out to me is the recruiting scripts. The scripts library. That would be for you guys. I don't think you'll have the recruiting ones, but the agent script libraries have like different scripts that you can go in and look at for different things that you're trying to develop a letter or maybe make cold calls. You have all the different kinds of scripts here. You have the ones for expired. So it gives you all these ideas right here at your fingertips. As you can see, there you go. You have like a sample letter on expireds. So again, that would be under scripts library. Okay. Also, when you go ahead and you register for classes, like for instance, for those of you who might have registered for the Achieve class that started yesterday. When you do register for the Achieve class, which they just started it yesterday, so if you didn't register for it, that's okay. They have it. I think it's every 8 or 9 weeks they do it, or maybe even sooner than that. They have a morning session and then they rotate it to an afternoon session. It's a great class for you guys to take. It's like a boot camp where they go over everything and it's interactive. It's 3 times a week for an hour and a half. So let's say if you were to register for that class, when you come back here to your ER University, you go to My Courses and it would have courses here. Okay, and it would tell you what different material that they gave in the course. So it's a lot of information that you're going to have always at your fingertips here in the university. Okay, do you guys have any questions on how to register for classes? Okay, no. Don't see any questions. Okay, so let's move on. And we're going to go back to the home page of Leverage. Okay, and the next thing that we're going to go over is the marketing material, and which is basically what I'm going to mostly go over today in this class is going to be how to set up your social media. Okay, so in order to go to your social media, which is called Social Boost, you're going to go to marketing. You're going to use the drop down. Okay, and as you see, before I move on, there's lots of things available under marketing that you can go into and explore. You have your marketing materials, like Eddie was saying. This is where you're going to have your flyers, your brochures, your listing presentations in English and in Spanish that you can download and modify. Okay, now to go to the social media, we're going to go down here to social media. Okay. Checking to see if we have any questions. No questions. Okay, so under social media, there's 2 different areas that I'm going to touch on. We're going to touch on the social media tool. Okay. The social media tool is a great tool that ERA has for you guys. This is an area where you can go and you can see all the different things that they give you, that ERA gives you for you to be able to share to social media. So once you click here, you want to go again, go to social media. Okay, and this is what you call social tool. The social tool, there wasn't actually a class on it last week, where I'm going to put the link to the class in your in the email that I sent out on Fridays to the week ahead. So it's also going to be there for you guys to be able to actually see the class. And it was really good because, obviously the instructor from ERA touched on a lot of different things, but I'm going to briefly show you what you can do here. In social tool, you're going to have different areas to go to. The one area that I think is very useful is under library. And under library, you're going to have all these different ads that are already pre-written for you that you can go ahead and share onto your social media. Okay, just different things. So if you wanted to share this first day of spring, it's very simple. You just click on the share button and it's going to open here this box where it's going to ask you where do you want to share it to, which is the very first thing here in the top. Click to share on social media. And if you have a social media page already registered, it's going to come up here. If you don't, we are going to go over how you guys can link your social media page to Social Boost and Social Tool. But for instance, right now, I already have First Service Realty is already registered here. So I would pick First Service Realty by clicking on it, and I would click continue. And then I can type a message here, whatever message you want. So happy first day of spring. And maybe you can say, call me to find your forever home. And then put your phone number. And then you can put any hashtag. This is just an example. Okay, you can write as much as you want there. I mean, it's, the space that they give you, you can put any hashtags you want, you can put any message you want, and you could then, once you have put it your message and you got it to where you like it, all you have to do is click publish. And there you go. So I'm going to show you really quick on Facebook. Still loading. And this is how it would look. Okay. Questions? Yes, it is too bad they don't have Instagram. Now, I'll tell you one thing. On the class that I took this week for Social Tool, he did give kind of like a little hack as to how to post to social to Instagram. So that's something I believe that what you can do is, you copy the link and then you go ahead and you put it on Instagram. But I do have to, find out a little bit more information on how to do that, but they are working on trying to get Instagram on here. But for now, it's only Facebook, and I believe that you can also share to Twitter, but not Instagram. Okay, so this is how you would post easily anything that they have here. And then on the side tool here, you can go ahead and look for, like for instance, you want to just see all the holidays, you can click on holidays. And then it would have all your different holidays here that they already have different cards made up for. Okay, Valentine's Day, International Women's Day. So it's just a bunch of stuff that they put on here. As the months go on, they'll put more stuff. Okay. Now, my favorite one is the one under properties. So under properties, it's going to have the all of our company listings on here. Now, you can go ahead and share these to your social media with the agent's permission. So you have to look at what the property is, look at the MLS. Like for instance, if we wanted to, let's say, oh, we like this one, we're going to click on it and look at it. You need to make sure that you go ahead and you find out who is the listing agent and then ask them, hey, I really like your listing. Can I go ahead and promote it on my social media? And if they say it's okay, it's very simple to go here and again, use the little button, the share icon and share it to your social media. Patty had a very good suggestion about Instagram. You can screenshot it and share it on Instagram. That is one way you can do it. Yes, for sure. Thank you, Patty. So if you wanted to advertise a listing, this is the place that you would go. Again, properties, and then you look around, you see what you might like. And again, make sure that you go ahead and you get permission from the agent that has listed the property, if they don't mind for you to go ahead and share it. And again, you can also check in the MLS if they selected okay to share. Okay, because even though these are our company listings, you still want to respect the listing agent, before you go ahead and you share it on your social media. Okay. Any questions on this? And I'll show you really quickly without sharing it. But again, all you have to do is click on the share icon. The same thing, you have to select where you want to post it, and you want to go ahead and put your message there. And another cool thing actually from here is that you can go ahead and put like little banners on it. So you can go ahead and put like, let's say the just listed, or if this was your listing, you can put, and you're having an open house, you can also put the open house. So this is a cool way to put little stuff on it before you share it. And then you go ahead and you click publish. You can also schedule it. If you click on schedule, you can put the date that you want to put it and the time. So if you wanted to go in here and you wanted to do your research and select, maybe 3 or 4 properties, you get the permission from the agent, and then you can go ahead and you can schedule them to go, let's say, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're putting these properties up in your social media. Okay. Okay, so moving on. Any questions about how to use social tool? Lilian wants to know if we can put our name. Yes, if you have the permission from the agent to advertise their listing, you can go ahead. You're putting it on your social media, so you can go ahead and in the remarks, you can go ahead and put, for more information, call me, and that would be okay. But again, I want to emphasize that you do have to get permission from the agent. No, the listing agent's information will not come up when you post it from there. That's a question from Norma. We can go ahead and, because I know this is a great tool, for you guys to use, especially if you're trying to get listings and trying to work with buyers. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and share this one here, just so you guys can see the example. I'm going to click First Service Realty again, continue. Yeah, continue. I'm going to put here, just listed. And then I'll put my phone number, okay? And just gonna put here in the corner, just listed, okay? So I'm gonna hit publish. And then you'll get this message, successfully shared. So let me go back to Facebook. And here's this property that I just shared from Social Tool. As you can see, it does not have the information. Well, let's see, let's open it. It doesn't have the information of the listing agent. Now it does have the link down here. So this link, when you click on it, it should go to the property page. And that is going to have the agent's information. So what you can do is you can very easily remove that link so that it doesn't go to the agent's property page if you want to go ahead and get that lead. Okay, that's how you would do that. Any questions on how to do this? You see how nice it looks? It gives all the information about the property, and you have your information up here on the top. And you can always, make sure to put the hashtags. The hashtags are very important. So you're going to go ahead and do that from Social Tool before you post it. You want to go ahead and put whatever remarks and the hashtag. Okay, remove this. Okay. No questions. Okay, so let's move on. So now these are two different new tools that now you guys can go in and use and build more business, bring in those leads. So hopefully you guys can use it. If you get stuck in the future when you're doing it, you can go ahead and call us and we will help you again through it. And look out for that link that I'm going to put on the week ahead with the actual class from ERA, giving you even more insight on how to use this tool. Okay, so going back to our leverage homepage, this is where it's going to get fun. We're going to learn how to connect our social media pages to Social Boost. So again, we want to go to marketing, social media, and then we're going to go to Social Boost. Yours is going to look a little different than mine because I have an administrative page, but it's basically the same thing. You're going to go ahead and click on go to Social Boost, and it's going to take you there. Okay. So on Social Boost, you're going to have your dashboard. I am going to, Norma, if you don't mind, I'm going to use you as a guinea pig. I'm going to log in as you. And let me look for Norma, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Let's see if I can find Norma. There we go. So Norma hasn't connected her social media. And I know most of you probably have not. So when you log on for the first time to your Social Boost, this is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get this message saying, we noticed you don't have a Facebook business account connected yet. Okay, so from here is where you can go ahead and click here to connect. Once you do that, I'm going to show you without doing it on hers, because if not, it's gonna want to connect to my Facebook. So what you want to do before you even go onto Social Boost to connect your Facebook account, you want to be logged on to your Facebook account, because the system will recognize your Facebook account that you're logged on to. Okay, so it's very important that you do that. Now, another thing about Social Boost, it's only going to post to your Facebook professional page. So it's not going to connect to your personal page. For you to be able to, post to your personal, you have to go ahead and share that. So you have to have a business account. If you do not have a business account, you can contact me or Jenny or James. We can all help you to create a Facebook professional account, which is tied to your personal. But again, it won't post to your personal, it will only post to your business account. Okay. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So here it's going to click here to connect. It's going to open up this page right here. It's going to ask you to connect to your Facebook account. Now you can also connect YouTube. Now I know you see the Instagram there, but it doesn't connect to Instagram. What this does is, I'm sure most of you know that you can have, if you have a Facebook account and an Instagram account, they usually are connected to each other. So when you post to Facebook or to Instagram, it'll post to the other. So once you have your Facebook account here, whatever you post to your Facebook professional should automatically also post to your, or vice versa, to your Instagram account would post to your Facebook, okay? So you would click there and you would click to connect. Now, another way, for instance, if you go onto your account, to your Social Boost, and that message does not pop up, the second way to do it would be to go to your settings down here and then external accounts. Then you would get this page here that has connect to Facebook and connect to YouTube. Once you click on that, it'll automatically, like I said, recognize your Facebook account and it will connect it there. If you have any problems doing this, please give me a call so that I can help you with that, because it's really important that you guys have this connected, because Social Boost will automatically, without you having to do anything, it'll automatically share your listings onto your social media. Okay, so it's very good that you do that. And also when you have a testimonial, which is like a review from a customer, it'll also share it to your social media. But if it doesn't have a social media to connect to, it will not work. So you have to go in there. The first step is to go ahead and connect your social media to this account. Okay, now these are the different things that you can do in Social Boost. You could view and share your listing tours. Okay. You can also modify your listing tours, because when it does share to Facebook, it's going to be sharing a video. Okay. And videos attract a lot of traffic. People love to watch videos. So it's very, it's a video tour of your listing that you're uploading. So it's really important that you get this stuff going. You can also get reports on your listing campaigns. So for instance, you went ahead and you posted this onto your social media. Well, it's going to track how many people are clicking on there, who's looking at it, what's the interaction, and you'll be able to get a report that you can possibly just print out or email to your sellers that, look, this is what I'm doing for your listing. Other things that are available in Social Boost is the follow-up program. Some of you, most of you should hopefully know about the follow-up program, which the follow-up program is the program where once you sell a property, it will follow up with your buyer for the next 4 years with different touches from you. So this is somewhere that even though we enroll your buyers for you, But if you don't give us your buyer's information, we can't enroll them. So if you want to enroll them because you get their email later on, you can go here and enroll them. Okay, so I have a question from Angie. She says, to use this, we need to have our own listings. Yes, Social Boost is for your listings. So if you don't have a listing, you can go on here to Social Boost and use other things, but if you don't have any listings to boost, there won't be anything there. It's not like Social Tool where you can go and look for other agents' listings and promote them. Here, this is what you would do to your listing for you to promote your own listing. Okay. Perfect. And like I was saying, here in Social Boost, you can edit your listings, and not only to share it, but this is where you would come in and you would play around and make your video of your property more unique. You can change the background, you can change the music, you can change the remarks. There's so many things you can do. You can change the order of your pictures in here. And the way you would do that is once you see your property, you would click on the edit button. Okay, once you click on the edit button of the property, it will open this box. Well, it will give you the opportunity to go ahead and change different things. Okay, and I'm going to go in there just to show you really quickly, but this is exactly what you would do. And it also tells you here what's going on. Like for instance, this particular property, it says shared because I have all of our listings on automatic. So all of our listings automatically, when they go live, they are automatically shared to our First Service Realty Facebook page. So, and then here you can also click to see your branded tours and your unbranded tours. Now, a few things that I want to tell you for those of you that have listings and are getting ready to get a listing, it's very important that you take your time and get good pictures of your property. Social Boost is a bit special when it comes to that, because if you don't put more than 3 pictures, let's say, it's not going to generate a tour for you. If you put pictures that are vertical, meaning up and down instead of landscape like portrait, it's not going to do a good video. So you want to make sure that you take landscape pictures. And then you take good pictures of your property and maybe invest in getting a professional to take pictures of your property, so that when the tour is created, it's created with good good pictures. And also another thing that when you do upload the pictures into the MLS, let's say you only upload 1 picture, the tour is not going to generate. It's going to wait 14 days. And it's going to look again 14 days later to see if you've uploaded more pictures, and then it's going to go ahead and generate the tour. So you might have to wait 2 weeks before your tour gets generated if you don't put the pictures from the beginning. Okay, and I believe that it does also check on the 3rd day, but the best advice I can give you is don't rush. Put your, get the pictures and put them in before you let us know to upload your listing. So once we upload your listing, it already has the pictures and the Social Boost gets generated right away so that you can start sharing it. Any questions on that? Okay, I'm going to share really quick. Get out of here so that you can see how to go into one of the listings. Again, you guys will go in a different way, but just like I showed you, when you go in, you're gonna see your listings. You're gonna see how many listings you have here, even if they've already been closed, you will see them here. You can change, let's say if you're a heavy lister and you have a lot of listings, it's going to have it in different orders. You can go up here to the top, filter by listing status, and you can just put your active listings, and it should bring up your active listings. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this listing here as an example, which is Ruth. Okay, so if I wanted to edit my listing, you want to go to edit, And here is where you would go ahead and look at what you wrote already. This information here, the description is going to be auto-populated from the MLS. So whatever you put in your description in the MLS is what's going to show up here. So here you are able to change this, modify it, remove whatever you want. If you wanted to, you know, let's say just, I want to take this off. You take it off. Here, you want to make sure all the information is correct. You have an opportunity to put even more information here. If you have the school district, you can put it there, and the lot size, whatever you want, you can put here. It gives you those options. And then when you scroll down, here's where you're going to see the pictures that you have, okay? So let's say if there's a picture that you didn't want to have, I don't want to mess with her tour, but I'm just going to kind of show you where you would go. Let's say you don't want this picture. Okay. You see the little trash button, right? The little trash can. All you have to do is click on that trash can and it will remove that picture from your tour. Because remember, once this is picking up whatever you put in the MLS. So all the pictures from the MLS are going to be imported into here. Okay. Now you can add more pictures. If you really want to have an amazing tour, I would always suggest to go in here and remove the pictures that imported from the MLS and add your original pictures, which are not going to have that MLS branding number on it. But that's totally up to you how much you want your tour, you know, how you want it to look. And as you can see, these pictures are mostly, all of them are vertical. So it is, again, a good idea to get landscape pictures. These are, it seems like they're all vertical. I know sometimes people feel they can get more picture if they do it vertical, but it always looks better when you do the video when it's landscape, okay? But again, you can go ahead and add more files here. If you click here, you should be able to drop a picture, or you can choose file and go to your computer, whatever location you have the pictures on, and import them from there. So you can get creative. Now, within every picture, you see the difference here, and this is a good example. You see the difference between vertical and landscape. See how it fills the whole thing here and it looks better? This is the example between the two. So let's say you wanted to modify this picture. You have a little edit little pencil right here. You can click on it and you can actually put a description of the picture, or you can change the file. You can give it a name, you can put a description, or you can change it. And then once you make whatever changes you want, so just let's say you put pool, click save, and you move on. You can also move the pictures. So let's say if you wanted to move this picture here, you click and drag. So you're going to click and just move it to where you want. So you can just rearrange the pictures on how you want them to look. Because again, this is coming from the MLS, so it's not going to change. After 14 days, it won't change. It's not gonna import any more pictures. It's not gonna do anything. So everything that you do here, you save it, and it'll completely modify the video that it already created. You also have the option to change the music. So you have different music here you can choose from. And you can listen to it. And if that's the one you like, that's the one you keep. And then make sure your office logo should always be there and your picture should always be there. Okay. So once you've done the modifications on your tour, I'm sorry, I believe on the bottom. Let me move this book. Here we go. Right here, you would hit save and process video. Now that's going to take a couple minutes because it's going to be redoing the video, making whatever changes you did is going to be reflecting on the new video. And then you can come back here, you can press play here, and you will be able to see the video. Do we have any questions on how to modify this? There you go, listing successfully saved. And if you press play, you'll be able to see it there. Okay. You can also see the unbranded listing tour, which we usually come and get the unbranded listing tour to put it in the MLS. You can view the microsite, which is the website of the property. This is what it would look like. Okay, and you all get this every time you have a new listing. Okay. So we've already saved this, and we can go ahead and get out of it and go back to your dashboard. You just click on dashboard to see the different. This would be your dashboard. It would tell you here like what's going on, like what have you been doing with your social media. It will give it to you here. Okay. Now, also, when you guys get a new listing, always be on the lookout for that email from Social Boost. You do get an email from them, and in that email, it'll have all the information with your links, okay, so that you can share them and you can know what's going on. I always tell everybody, come into Leverage as soon as you have your listing. If everything is good, come into Leverage so that you can share your listings onto your social media. You can go ahead and you can do it, set it for it to do it automatically, and that would be under automation. Okay, so under automation, you would put here, you would select what you wanted to do automatically. Post just listed automatically, post open house automatically. So I have it set to where whenever you guys get a listing, it posts automatically to our Facebook. And then this one would be the YouTube, as you can see here, Facebook and YouTube. So these things are posting automatically. And you can also do the same. You can go in here and say, okay, I want my listings to always post automatically. You don't need to go in and look at them. You just wanted to go ahead and do that. Now, if you don't want it to post automatically, don't do this. If you want to go in and modify it, change the song, change the description, rearrange the pictures, you want to then not do this, because this is going to do it automatically without you making any changes. Okay. The second thing you can do in Social Boost is your testimonials. Okay, your testimonials, if you have any, will be here. I'm going to pick this here. Okay, so here was a testimonial we had from last year. So your testimonials will be here. You're not going to have the option, obviously, to pick different offices, because I have the account that shows the whole entire company. So you're only going to be able to see your own testimonials. If you have any, they will show up here. Okay, and then you can look at them from here. You can go to the little eyeball here, view, and it's going to show you what it looks like. Okay. You can also then share from here. If you click on this button, it says post now, it will go ahead and post it to your social media page. Okay, so I always suggest, that you look at your reviews, make sure that whatever the customer wrote, you're okay with, and then you can go ahead and post it. You can also schedule it. And the little calendar here, if you click it, you can schedule the date that you want it to post to your social media. Any questions on this? Okay, easy enough. Then the next thing you can do here was the follow-up. These are the follow-up programs, okay? So if you have a buyer or a seller, you can enroll them here. Now, ERA and First Service Realty do cover for your buyers, they do cover the first 4 years of the program. So that's automatically happens, when you enroll your buyer. It does not cover for the seller, but if you do have the option to enroll your seller and look at the different prices that they have and enroll them. But if you have a buyer that you want to enroll, you can go here to enroll a property. And it's going to look a little different on your end, because it's only going to have your list, whatever properties you sold would be there. Okay, and then you can go ahead, let me see, let me just pick a. Okay, so you see here, we have all the different properties. So if you wanted to enroll somebody, like this property, you wanted to enroll it, you would just, actually, this one here is from 2021. So, I mean, you do only have very important, 30 days to enroll a customer. So if you know that you did not give us the information and you just got it, you want to make sure that you enroll that buyer before the 30 days is up from the closing date. So if it closed today, you have 30 days to add this person to the buyer follow-up program. Okay, and this is where you will go to enroll. And again, you're going to see you're going to go ahead and see here your property that just closed, and it's going to give you an option to enroll. I mean, Jenny keeps does this. She's always going in here and making sure that all of your buyers are enrolled. So I don't think I'm going to find one in here that hasn't been enrolled. Yes, and past buyers can be added as well, but it won't be covered by ERA. So as you can see here, paid by ERA, that means they qualified because they were enrolled within the 30 days. But if I wanted to go ahead and enroll this person here, I could, but it's not going to be paid by ERA. You would have to cover that on your own. Does that answer that question? Okay. So again, I can't reiterate enough. Make sure that you give us your buyers information, meaning their phone number and their email, because you don't have to worry about doing this. We do it for you. But if we don't have the information, we can't do it. So make sure that you give that to us. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. But make sure that you're going in here and taking advantage of this because it's a great program. It go ahead and it sends them all those touches. And here you have like samples of what they get. They get emails with different tips, you know, throughout the seasons. They get postcards, you know, and everything is branded to your name with your information. So you will always have, you know, you can keep in touch with these buyers for a long time. You can also, once the program is done, after 4 years, you can go ahead and extend it. You know, it does give you the option to pay a small fee to extend the program. So make sure you take advantage of this. It's a great, great program. Okay, any questions? Okay. All right, so in Social Boost, you also have tutorials. So you're going to see down here, tutorials. When you go to tutorials, you're going to have a big selection of videos that they have on how to do. So if you need a refresher on how to do something, you can just go here, look for what you're trying to do. You know, I'm trying to enroll a property into the buyer seller follow-up program. You just click on this tutorial and it will talk you through how to do it. So you're never going to feel, you should never feel alone that you can't do this. If you're stuck, nobody there to help you. Well, you can look at these videos. And again, we are here. You have a great support team. Everyone here is trained on how to do these things. So you can call any of us and we can help you get yourself set up with this. And always, in doubt of who to contact, email support@fsr-era.com and somebody from our team will contact you to help you get set up with your Social Boost. Okay, so please don't ignore it. I know that there's a lot of information that I'm giving you and you might forget, but make sure that you all know that you can always count on us to reach out to you and help you when you need to, you know, work with Social Boost or anything that you want to learn about and leverage. Okay. Now I got this really good quote from our Fuel seminar that we did last week, and is technology will never replace an agent. However, an agent with technology will replace an agent without technology. So it's so important that you guys learn how to use these things so that you can get more leads, more business, and be on the top of the list with buyers and sellers. Okay, I think that's it for now. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let me see, stop share. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's some questions here I might have not seen. What I think Patty said, what is the difference between this and Zap? Okay, well, Zap, James knows more about how to use Zap. SAP is basically your database where you go do it's your CRM, where you put in your contacts, where you do like your what are they called? Help me out, James.
Yeah, hi. ZAP is it is a customer relationship manager, which is totally different than marketing. A lot of what we were learned about today, by the way, great class. I really want to let you know that that she did a really good job today, and it kept me focused, and it had a good. It definitely had a good flow. But customer relationship manager, ZAP, is just a CRM, which really manages all your contacts, whether they're customers or your sphere of influence. Remember, ZAP is really made so you can put all your contacts in there, and you can decide more than anything, your prospects. You can decide, different things as well. You put them on drip campaigns, and you put them. You can send emails from there. You can also, in ZAP, you can find out who's been opening your email, and who's been opening your drip campaigns, and see, let you know their engagement and whether they're ready to do business with you right away. It'll help you decide on many prospect type activities, but the more than anything is just developing that customer so you can convert. Now, this is more than anything, is just audiovisual marketing tools, what we were talking about today with Hani. And those are, again, is like the program says, it's just to boost your business. And the other one is really, ZAP is what you should be doing every day, your daily business, which is your prospecting and your communication platform with your customers, which is, it's a little bit different. Also, I just wanted to bring up a little just, housekeeping on some of the items that we saw today as far as best practices. When we are sharing the listings from some of our agents, and you've got their permission, we also have to make sure that we're not, whatever we type in there, we have to make sure that we're not saying that it's our personal listing. All right, we can go ahead and unbrand that listing, but we cannot say that it's your personal listing. Maybe you want to refer it as a team listing, and that would be probably better. So just a little bit of an ethical twist. I just want to make sure that that happens, because we don't want really to put the listing agent in a position where they may not want to share the listings anymore. So we have to be careful with that. Other than that, we're good.
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it. It's true. You have to make sure that it has to have the company branding. That's for sure. And you have to have the permission from the listing. Remember, in the MLS, and also if you're in doubt, you can ask us, but in the MLS, it will show you if the agent said yes, okay to advertise. So that's your first place that you want to check. But you can also, pick up the phone and call one of your colleagues and ask them, hey, I want to help you sell your listing. Do you mind if I advertise it? And, I think most times you're going to get a good answer on that, because I'm sure everybody wants, their listing advertised everywhere. Another thing I wanted to tell you about ZAP is that we're also going to be getting a new program called Moxie. So look out for different trainings that are going to be coming up in the future, because ZAP is going to be transitioning to a really great program called Moxie, which is going to have a lot more features than ZAP, and it's going to be a little bit more user friendly. So be on the lookout for that. And I want to, also please encourage you guys to email me if you have questions. And if you're not getting my emails with, like for instance, the week ahead, where it has all the links on the bottom to different classes, please let me know, or check in your spam or junk mail that you're not missing this email, because it does have your week ahead as the different trainings that you're going to be getting. And it's going to always have on the bottom links to different classes that we have. Okay. So I really want to thank everybody for your time and for your attention. Oh, and I wanted to please invite you to please subscribe to our YouTube page. Search for us on YouTube, First Service Realty ERA Powered. So look for us in YouTube and subscribe to our page so we can get as many as possible subscribed, because we're going to have all of our listings are going to be there. Our training classes are also going to be there, so that you can have an easy place to go to, in addition to our website that has all of our trainings, videos, and properties. Okay. So thank you so much. I hope that you got good information that you'll put into use as soon as you get off of this class today. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.